higher standards here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts. Actually, no, I'm your only host tonight. And we're watching the match here between Alfian Poon and Amuruddin Sheikh. Alfian here going to Mulligan to 5, so a little unfortunate there. But yeah, Alfian here playing a spicy brew. Amaruddin here in. It looks like he's playing Mono Blue Brain in a Jar. I see compelling deterrence. That's a card I haven't seen in a long time. Anyway, how you guys doing tonight? It's been a long day, but it looks like Alfian has a okay hand and decides to bottom that, and Amaruddin gets to start first. So Alfian gonna start off with an Aether Hub and draw land and pass the turn. A second Aether Hub gets 2 energy and passes the turn. End step for Amaruddin is going to anticipate and look for his Dynavolt Tower. So this looks like a mono blue Dynavolt Tower deck. Probably playing Baral's expertise and stuff like that. And just gonna play that Dynavolt Tower and pass the turn. Here, Alfian here just stuck on lands. He can play the Corrupted Gravestone and just gonna pass the turn, but he doesn't have anything to power that Corrupted Gravestone right now. But that's okay. He could, yeah, he can wait. He can wait. Is there a Tomb Invader? No, that's another land. Lumbering Falls here will enable him to be able to play that Chandra. Baral's expertise. So both players looks like they have Baral's expertise in their hand. So let's take a closer look at what Baral's expertise does. Return up to 3 artifacts and all creatures to their owner's hands, and you may cast a card with converted mana cost 4 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. So could be useful, but Amaruddin here going up to 4 energy. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. Let's start the timer, shall we? 47 minutes in already. Okay, so 47 minutes left. Start the timer. Let's see. Yeah, the timer goes. Oh, you guys missing the card text. Yeah, there we go. I forget about that. Okay, so compelling deterrence here, gonna bounce back that corrupted Gravestone to Alfian's hand, but looks like Alfian's got a little nasty surprise. Depends on whether Amaruddin wants to counter this or not, and he's going to negate it, get up to 8 energy, and Amaruddin here can start pinging Alfian down for a lot. Okay, so cast the what do you call it, Servant of Conduit, but that gets horribly awry and that goes away. So Amaruddin here with the Dynavolt Tower. The Dynavolt Tower is actually very good. Here we go. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you get 2 energy, and then you can pay 5 energy, it turns into a lightning bolt. Strong, very strong. So he's going to go Creeping Mold and try to get rid of the Dynavolt Tower, but of course, Amaruddin here has some counter spells to prevent that. Okay, here just a bit slow off the starting blocks. Ilham asking, why am I at work? Because money, so that you can play Magic after that. Yeah, Ilham, why are you at work? What is keeping you up at work? So Alfian here going to play the Baral's expertise, and of course I think the Baral's expertise is going to get countered. Yeah, there we go. Counter spell and the Void Shatter that gets rid of the Baral's expertise for good. But here we see Void Shatter, devoid counter target spell, and then if that card is countered this way, exile it, put it in, instead you exile it instead of putting it in his owner's graveyard. And here we see a Chandra hit the battlefield, and let's see whether Amaruddin is gonna go for the what do you call it, the not dismiss, disallow. And disallow one of the more favorite counter spells of recent. And Amaruddin just draw go, draw go, draw go. If he's not playing a land, he's just passing the turn. And let's see if Alfian has anything that he can do about this. Servant of Conduit here, gonna try to hit the battlefield. And deciding what lands to lay and just passes the turn. Amaruddin here also just passing the turn. And Alfian here gonna probably try to get in with both creatures. Yeah, knowing not to cast any spells. So Alfian here now just being disciplined, not casting any spells, especially since he has the man land to be able to keep going and beating in for 5 each turn. But Amaruddin does drop down to 15 and slowly will get the... I'm not quite sure whether he will get the energy or not, because Alfian can just go on a 5-turn clock here and just keep swinging with the Lumbering Falls. Goes in with the Lumbering Falls, bash in. Let's see whether Amaruddin has what do you call it? What's that card? Yeah, Torrential Galehawk, and he does have the Torrential Galehawk. Gonna bounce back the... Alright, so he anticipates instead of bouncing back the Servant of Conduit. Anticipate here, just grabs him. Probably the other Dynavolt Tower. I don't think you need much. Blocks the Lumbering Falls and kills the Lumbering Falls. Bye bye. No more Lumbering Falls. And just pass the turn. Alfian's deck here a little slow on the draw. So he gets rid of Servant of Conduit using the Dynavolt Tower. Yeah, OT sucks. Tomorrow I've got to work until 9, which is okay, I guess. Alfian here goes down to 6, and it's not much that he can do, I think, outside the Harness Lightning, but now no red source. So he uses Corrupted Grafstone. I'm not quite sure that you should be doing that. So he goes up to 5 with the Corrupted Grafstone. And that's going to get negated. Yeah, so that gets negated. And you have to use 1 mana of the Corrupted Grafstone of the Aether Hub to be able to do that. And if anything, he should be casting his spell now while his opponent has less cards in hand and has less mana. But I don't think he can do much anyway. So Alfian here throwing his Servant of Conduit under the bus, and Amaruddin just has to pass. So the only thing that Alfian can do right now is to try to get a man land. Unfortunately, a team with Aether not going to get you that man land at all. So finally finds a mountain. We'll lay that mountain. But a little too late for Alfian, and I think as long as he doesn't cast a spell, so the minute he casts a spell, Amaruddin here will be able to counter that spell and then gain some of the energy back. Alright, so here, if Amaruddin just casts the other Gearhawk or disallow, then that's almost the game. He could disallow. He could end the game right here, just cast the other. In response, I'll cast my other Torrential Gearhawk and scoopity doop. Yeah, Torrential Gearhawk, very powerful card. There we go. Let's bring it up. Torrential Gearhawk. It's got flash, so 6 mana for 5/6 flash creature. When it enters battlefield, you may cast target instant card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. So Alfian loses game 1. It's okay. They're going to sideboard, and I believe he has some quite spicy sideboard tech. If you're just joining us, let's put the timer Timer back. Feature John, please, for next match. He and I are working on the same deck. Oh, the Teamer Tower deck. Okay, fine. I'll try to get John Popo to go on to the feature match area next game. The Teamer Tower deck is interesting. It does have a lot more removal against many other decks, and doesn't seem to have too much weakness to other decks. But you never know. Anyway, if you're just joining us, you're watching Higher Standards here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm your host for tonight. And if you are new to all of this, we don't just do the stream on Tuesday nights, we also do it on Wednesday nights for Modern or Frontier. And sometimes on the weekends we also have tournaments, but we don't stream it all the time. To make sure you keep tuned to when we do stream, follow our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Grey Ogre Games. Follow our Facebook page, facebook.com/Grey Ogre Games, just to keep yourself updated. But if you miss the tournaments, it's okay. Just go down to youtube.com/Grey Ogre Games and just watch all the replays. All the replays after all the tournaments. We just upload the videos onto YouTube and can just watch it there. Last but not least, do listen to the Power 9 podcast every week. Myself and Alfian and a few friends of ours, we get together and we talk shop about this little game called Magic the Gathering. So, ow. I have a bad back somehow, and I'm still here. Dedication, dedication. Alright, so Alpha here playing the... Okay, so my understanding is that Alfian's playing the land destruction deck. Unfortunately, not drawing any of his land destruction spells last game. Not drawing any of his turn 2 ramp. So how the deck works is all the land destruction spells are now 4 mana. So you go turn 2, hopefully go get some get a ramp spell, so that on turn 3 you can start playing land destruction spells. And especially if you're on the play, this can be quite potent because you're sticking your opponent down to 2 lands for the entire game. But let's see whether Alfian is able to pull it off. He does start off with a Wandering Fumarole. Amorudin, the same thing, just island and pass. And let's see, Alfian gets off anything. He's just going to cast a Corrupted Graphstone, which doesn't really do anything right now, but in the future it will produce some mana. Yeah, so this is one of his turn 2 ramp. Unfortunately, right now we won't be able to pull off any of his spells. Alright, so Volcanic Upheaval, gonna try to get rid of one of Amarudin's lands. And I did not know Volcanic Upheaval is an instant speed card. So destroy target land at instant speed for 4 mana. And nothing to do, which is kind of strange. I'm surprised here that he kept the Crumble to Dust in the deck, especially since his opponent was playing a mono blue deck. It's going to negate that, preventing Amarudin from drawing a whole bunch of cards. Yeah, Sehoke says he loved his land D deck during the 4-color standard, and that was maybe about a year ago. Yeah, I'm not sure whether the land destruction deck actually works at all right now, but Alfian being feisty, just builds it up and tries it anyway. So it's a Teamer colored land destruction deck. So he's gonna go for the crumble to dust on the non-basic land, which is the blighted cataract. Unfortunately, looks like Amaruddin has some answers for that, and he's going to void shatter that. And Alfian can only just pass the turn. So yeah, Alfian not drawing anything, just passing the turn. So this is a game of who fires off first, and you never know who might. So we have Wandering Funeral here, trying to get in some damage. I think that is one of the ways that Alfian can get back into this game, or can get into this game using man land. So Wandering Funeral there enters the battlefield tab, but you can pay 4 mana. It becomes a 1/4 for 0 mana. Activated ability, it becomes a 4/1. So yeah, works well with this other card, the Crackdown Construct, something like that. Is that the one? Okay, so no removal here from Amaruddin, unfortunately. Otherwise, he'll be easily deals with the what do you call it? Wandering Funeral. So Tune with Aether will thin out Alfian's deck a little bit more. Looks for more basic lands. Gonna fire up the Wandering Funeral, and it's gonna get in for another 4, looks like. Unless, of course, Amaruddin has something to say about that. He's gonna disallow the activation. And does he go for it again? Yeah, so the disallow the activation, he activates it again, and Amaruddin here down to 8. He needs another land here to be able to play his Torrential Gearhawk, but sorely lacking lands here. 4 mana, gonna go Glimmer of Genius to try to find that extra land, and he does. So 2 lands, and he's just gonna keep that. Keeping up enough mana for a negate or a horribly awry that we saw in the first game. Okay, so he's got discard, and Alfian here is just drawing lots and lots of Attune with Aethers, and Amaruddin going down to 4. So now that Amaruddin has 7 lands, Alfian has to know, right? Right? Can't be swinging in for no good reason. Has no removal. Here we go. Natural Obsolescence, and that gets countered with a Dispel. And Warren Funeral dies. Okay, so second main phase gonna attune with Aether. So yeah, Amaruddin didn't resolve his Gearhawk trigger though. Yeah, I think the one thing that you want to do is probably a Glimmer of Genius. Yeah. Probably want to resolve that Glimmer of Genius. Scry 2 more. Probably keep one of the lands and then draw another 2 cards. Which actually might be another land, but fortunately for Amaruddin, it's not. And in fact, it is another Torrential Gearhawk, and I think you can just pass the turn. You only got 8 lands. You can beat in, I think. Yeah, bang. Just pass the turn. Just wait for Alfian to do something that you can counter that. Baral's Expertise is trying to push it back to Amaruddin's hand, and that's going to be negated. Because Amaruddin's hand is stacked right now Another Burrow's expertise was just gonna try to push it back. But I don't think this is a good idea. Even if you push it back, Amaruddin looks like he's got enough mana to cast a second Torrential Gearhawk or cast the Torrential Gearhawk again. It gets pushed back and then he just casts the Torrential Gearhawk again. No, we're gonna cast his Torrential Gearhawk now and negate that. Dive Tower here, gonna hit the battlefield and swings in, and Alfian is left with 5 life. Not sure what he can draw into that will get him out of this situation. And Chandra's not gonna do it because there's a disallow in Amaruddin's hand, and there's a handshake. Amaruddin takes the game. Alright. Yeah, regular Ariel Heart Sehoki. That is indeed true. Okay, we are going to go for a short break. That was a pretty quick game. Also, Alfian playing the worst janky deck of all. So, strange. But we gotta try. I wish there were more, I wish there were more janky decks out there because the meta game right now is so stale. We've only got black green or variants of black green. We've got what's the others? We got MonoU, either vehicles or mid range, and then we got Teamer Tower or like some red blue X Tower deck. So yeah, kind of boring if you ask me. Alright, we're going to go for a short break, but before we go, just want to remind you that you can catch our streams every Tuesday and Wednesday nights. Tuesdays we do standard, Wednesdays we do modern, 8 p.m. Singapore time. You go figure that one out. The weekends too, we have what you call it? We do have the streams. Like last weekend, we had the RPTQ stream. But if you missed it, it's okay. Just head on down to youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. Watch all the replays. Last but not least, do listen to the Power 9 podcast. Every week, myself and Alfian, we get together and we talk shop about this little game called Magic the Gathering. Alright, we're going to go for a short break. And we're going to put up a replay. So don't go away. We'll be back with round 2. So yeah.